Another day trip, guys. We're on our way to Alamogordo. First stop, I got a little business there, and then we go up the mountain to Cloudcroft, New Mexico. From Carrizozo to Cloudcroft via Alamogordo, that route is 75 miles, and it's about the same, almost identical, if you go through Ruidoso, another route. But I'm going to go through Alamogordo because I got to make one stop there, and then up the mountain from 4,000 or 4,500 feet to 8,500 feet, and the temperature will drop accordingly. I brought me a jacket, and but anyway, just a little outing. I'm going to go to Dave's, of course, and get me a BLT, probably. Boring, but I love it. And it's just a nice day, man. The temperature is about, I don't know, let me see, 73 degrees. Check the temperature in Cloudcroft. The high today is supposed to be 70, and so that'll be really nice. And then, they should be having some, end of the season sales, like getting rid of all the winter stuff. And I need to get me another winter coat. The one I've had, that gold colored one, has got it's got some worn spots on it, but it still works okay. But anyway, another day trip, and this is working out pretty good. I did check this morning after comment call on possibly taking a little trip with the casita, but man, I'm telling you, I just can't get real motivated to do it. And the reason is every place I check is pretty crowded, or they've got a few things that I'm not interested in. One is I'm not interested in no-see-ums. Number two, I'm not interested in places that really have crappy cell phone access or whatever. I mean, even though I could take the Starlink, and I may, if I do go on a trip, but yeah, it looks like right now we're just going to get by. Day tripping satisfies my traveling urge right now, because what I can do, I can take this way in to Cloudcroft via Alamogordo, and then come back through Ruidoso, go to Walmart, get a few groceries, and kind of justify the trip or a part of it. And then yeah, but yeah, the whole trip will cost me, gasoline about $12, because I'm getting over 30 miles a gallon. Well, it's showing 33.3 now at 60 miles an hour. Of course, that's the overall mileage. That's the overall since I got the vehicle, and I've got 3,560 miles on it, or excuse me, 3,450 on my 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive, non-hybrid, and we're good to go with a towing capacity of 4,000 pounds. I got the tow package. So yeah, we're okay. Everything's working out okay. But I think this will satisfy my travel desire, and that's my plan, is just to leave the casita parked there, because see, the casita, unlike a motorhome of any kind, you can just leave it parked. You could leave it parked there for a year or two if you wanted to, and then hook up and go, with doing nothing, no maintenance at all, other than, maybe whatever, I don't know, maybe something, I don't know. But with a motorhome, you need to run the engine every now and then. You need to run the generator every now and then. And of course, then you got to change the oil on the generator every now and then. So a motorhome has a little more maintenance, has more maintenance requirements routine than a travel trailer by far. Of course, the vehicle that I'm driving that tows it requires some maintenance, but oil change about all I'll do to this thing. So yeah, we'll do the first oil change here in next week or the week after. I'll go ahead and schedule an appointment and get that done at about 3,800 miles, even though it's not required till 5,000. And then they put in that super synthetic, which is good for 10,000 miles for the next oil change. But I get my first oil change free using the Ford points from buying a new vehicle. But anyway, just giving you a heads up Daytripping is in, casita tripping on hold. For how long? Who knows? I mean, if I get the urge, I'll go. But there's so many places I would like to go that unfortunately have a downside I can't overcome. For example, the Wild Rivers place north of Taos, even though it doesn't have any hookups at all, it's a beautiful spot, relatively convenient to, Questa, Red River, Angel Fire, Taos. It's a nice little jumping off point there. And then if you wanted to go on into Colorado, you're only about, I don't know, 60 or 70 miles from the Colorado border. And but they got a downside there, man. They got those cedar gnats, and those things they're like little biting flies, and you can't hardly see them. They're called no-see-ums, but they got them there. They do. Yep. And various other places. And that's one of the reasons I bought the place in Carrizozo. It wasn't so much what it had, even though it has a great view and some other things I really like. It's what it didn't have. It doesn't have biting flies. It doesn't have hardly any insects at all. Mosquitoes, I haven't noticed any at all. And I've been out at night and watched the stars and the moon and stuff. And so, yeah, the things that it doesn't have. And also, I knock on wood, I haven't seen a rattlesnake yet or any kind of poisonous snake at all. No scorpions, none of that crap. The rodent issue is solved. That concrete in the garage, plus the bait that I put out, not only deterred them, but I haven't seen any signs at all in the storage building or the garage, the 2-car garage, that they've been milling around, because they can't go 10 feet without dropping a turd. Okay, I mean, so you'll know when they're around. And I haven't seen any signs under the hood. I check about every 3 days under the hood of the vehicle to be sure they're not doing something. And so far, knock on wood, nothing. I've been there 6 weeks this time, and I feel like if they were going to make a move, they may have made it. But yeah, so with all those things in mind, guys, Daytripping Rusty here, getting ready to enjoy my little snack of green tea, and I've got some mixed nuts with some dark chocolate chips. Just so I bought some dark chocolate bars, and I break them up in little pieces and put them in with my peanuts or mixed nuts, and away we go with my green tea. But anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem from the high desert here in New Mexico on a Monday morning, coming down May the 12th, 2025 at 9:45 a.m. Temperature shows to be 76 degrees and very little wind at all. Yeah, very nice. Good day for traveling. Got nice little hazy sky, which makes it, for me, I like it better than clear skies for traveling because it's not so bright and hard on my eyes. And speaking of eyes, I noticed that they have recalled just about every brand of eye drop, that anything you put in your eyes, you might want to check it out, because they've had a hell of a recall on all those products. And I did use liquid tears, thinking that was about as safe as you could get, but they've recalled some of those too. And I can't tell if mine are part of the recall or not. So when in doubt, throw it out. So with that in mind, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. Adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next video. Stand guard at the door of your mind, ladies and gentlemen, Rangers. Adios.